Some people walk into a room and without saying a word, they shift the energy. People look up. Conversations slow down. Respect happens quietly. You don't know why. They didn't speak louder. They didn't try harder. But somehow, you feel it. This isn't charisma. It's not luck. It's psychological precision. You see, most people chase respect. They talk too much, try too hard, and wonder why no one listens. But the most powerful individuals? They do the opposite. They use subtle, often invisible techniques, grounded in behavioral psychology, to influence, attract, and lead without ever looking like they're trying. And today, you'll learn 5 of those techniques. Not tricks, not gimmicks, tools. The same tools used by negotiators, leaders, and elite thinkers to win influence before the conversation even begins. Let's start with the one thing your brain is wired to respond to, even before logic has a chance to catch up: connection. Part 1. Connection control, the echo effect, and why we trust similarity. What makes someone feel instantly connected to you? It's not how much you say, it's not how funny you are, it's how much of themselves they see in you. That's the psychology behind the echo effect. Here's how it works. When someone shares an idea, an opinion, or even a simple phrase, you mirror keywords back in your response. It's subtle, intentional, and deeply effective. Because the human brain is tribal, it looks for same values, same tone, same language. And when you reflect someone's exact words, their brain doesn't register imitation. It registers alignment. Example. Let's say a colleague says, "We need someone who takes initiative and leads without being told." Instead of responding, "I'm a hard worker," say, "I thrive in environments where initiative and proactive leadership are valued." You didn't copy them. You reinforced their belief. That creates a psychological loop. They feel heard, seen, and subtly drawn to you. Connection isn't built through agreement. It's built through recognition. Part 2. Time dominance, the 2-second rule, and the power of strategic silence. Most people talk fast. They rush to answer. They try to fill every silence with sound, because silence makes them nervous. But here's what confident people know. Whoever controls the silence controls the frame. That's the essence of the 2-second rule. Next time someone asks you a question, don't answer immediately. Pause for 2 full seconds. No filler, no fake laugh, no just silence. With eye contact. What happens next? The tension rises, slightly. Their brain pays closer attention. Your words gain weight before you've even said them. This isn't a trick. It's a power signal. It shows that you think before you speak, that you're not performing. You're choosing your words with intent. And when you finally do speak, your tone feels more grounded. Your presence feels more serious. Your value increases instantly. Example, someone asks, "So, what do you do?" You pause, hold, then say, "I help people unlock parts of themselves they've been taught to ignore." Now they're listening, not because you shouted, but because you controlled the tempo. And the one who controls tempo controls perception. Part 3. Attention bait, the unfinished sentence and psychological tension. Imagine sitting through a talk where every sentence ends neatly, no surprises. Your mind wanders, you zone out, attention fades, But great communicators know how to trap attention with one simple device, the unfinished sentence trap. Here's the psychology. Our brains crave completion. It's called the Zeigarnik effect. We remember uncompleted tasks and statements more than finished ones. When you deliberately stop mid-thought, you create a mental itch they must scratch. Their focus snaps back. They lean in. They need to hear what comes next. Example scenario. In a meeting, someone asks, "Why do most people fail at their goals?" Instead of listing reasons, you pause at the twist. Well, it's not failure that holds them back. It's something far more insidious, actually. Then you stop. Silence. Heads snap to you. Eyes lock on your lips. Brains scramble to fill the gap. When you finally continue, every word lands like a verdict. Use this trap sparingly. Overuse dilutes its power. But when timed right, it transforms you from just another speaker into the storyteller they can't ignore. Part 4. Status reversal. The one-word flip that forces respect. Most people argue when challenged. They defend, over-explain, react emotionally. But here's what confident people understand. Power isn't reactive. It's reflective. And sometimes all it takes to flip the dynamic is one word. That word. Really? Say it with steady tone, neutral face, just a slight raise of the brow. Here's why it works. When someone mocks you or tries to bait you into reacting, they're seeking control. They expect emotion, defense, insecurity. But instead, you give them a cold, curious, "Really?" Now the pressure shifts. They're on the spot. They start explaining themselves. They question their own words. You've just reversed the frame, without raising your voice, without saying more, without even moving. Example. They scoff. "Oh, so now you think you're some kind of expert." You smile, slightly. Look them in the eye. Pause. Then, "Really?" Now they're scrambling. This one-word flip is used in negotiations, leadership, even law enforcement, because it redirects attention and forces the other person to carry the weight of their own words. Silence is strong. But strategic minimalism, that's lethal. Part 5. The Inception effect. How to make people think it was their idea. The most powerful persuasion, not telling someone what to do, but making them feel like they chose it. That's the essence of the Inception effect. Here's the psychology. When people feel an idea is theirs, they defend it. They believe it more. They act on it faster. Why? Because it protects their ego. So how do you plant ideas without looking manipulative? Simple, ask questions, the right ones. Instead of saying, "You should quit that job," you ask, "What would your life look like if you didn't wake up dreading Mondays?" Now their mind starts visualizing. They build the case, they connect the dots, and soon they convince themselves. This is how top coaches, therapists, and negotiators guide people. Not by force, but by strategic curiosity. It works in business, in relationships, even in parenting. Because when people reach a conclusion on their own, they commit to it more deeply, and they'll never realize you were the one who led them there. This isn't deception. It's direction disguised as discovery. Use it wisely. Power is invisible until it's felt. Now you know 5 psychology power moves, but knowing isn't enough. Power only becomes real when you apply it. The echo effect makes people feel safe around you. The 2-second rule turns silence into presence. The unfinished sentence traps the mind in your rhythm. The one-word flip shuts down disrespect with calm precision. And the Inception effect. It makes influence feel like freedom. But here's the deeper truth. These tools won't work if you use them just to manipulate others. They work when you've first mastered yourself. Because presence isn't a trick, it's a reflection. A reflection of how much noise you've silenced inside. So don't memorize these. Integrate them, own them, use them to lead, to connect, to protect your frame, to earn trust without begging for it. Now, choose one, just one. Use it today in a real conversation. Then come back and tell me what changed. And if you're ready to dive deeper into silent influence, subscribe now. Because in the next video, we'll decode the unspoken signals that high-status people use to lead every room they enter. This isn't manipulation. This is self-mastery, and self-mastery is the rarest power of all.